Music mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs has faced 4 different lawsuits in recent weeks alleging sexual assault.
Music big shot and rapper Shay Diddy Combs has confronted 4 distinct claims as of late charging rape and misuse, all of which he has denied. Do you accept Diddy as a perilous individual? Yes, he would enlist these like sex laborers and like they would have you no sex with her or whatever and laugh. The world was shaken as the dangerous claim by vocalist Cassie blaming music magnate Shay Diddy comes for actual maltreatment attack and sex stealing during their almost 10-year relationship became public information. The show heightened at lightning speed with a repayment arrived at an only a brief time after the legitimate stunner was dropped anyway. The interest doesn't end there. Enter Tiffany Red, a dear companion of Cassie, who has now carried much additional chilling subtleties to the cutting edge. I don't think individuals comprehend what it's preferred to be damaged by someone popular and rich cuz you can't move away from them. Diddy's reaction to the claim was a quick monetary goal and a painstakingly phrased assertion communicating great wishes for Cassie's future. His lawyer Ben Brofman clarified that the repayment was not a confirmation of bad behavior. The speed at which the fight in court finished up causes a stir-provoking hypothesis about the strong powers at play in the background once again into the corner, and he resembled cussing her out with his hand and right in front of her. Soon thereafter, Red, who was remaining at Cassie's home, says she got up to shouting the plot take a considerably hazier turn with an elite meeting Tiffany Red had with NBC News. In the meeting, Red, a long-term companion of Cassie, talked genuinely about the supposed maltreatment her companion persevered through. Red's disclosures give a brief look into the harmful dynamic among Diddy Cassie, revealing insight into the complicated subtleties that prompted the I think of many individuals, particularly in the African American population, I've seen the story of like they simply attempting to bring a person of color down. And it's very much like that is not what this is about. This is about responsibility and a retribution that is only the main concern are stressed in her meeting. As per Red, her insider viewpoint into Cassie's life uncovered upsetting occurrences. Red describes an episode where Diddy steadily called Cassie shouting and compromising, giving an upsetting understanding into the psychological mistreatment that purportedly portrayed their relationship. I recall him, Diddy, bringing her like again and again, and I was in the vehicle with her, and afterward she at last picked up the telephone. It was on speaker telephone, and that was whenever I first heard him shouting. He just like, are you doing? She continued, hanging up in light of the fact that he was shouting, and he was like, you hang up on me, and he continued to take steps to take her vehicle. Red uncovered. I don't feel like I could advocate for myself at that time. Like I understood, like goodness, this person is nevertheless. It doesn't stop at boisterous attack. Red divulges a more vile layer, claiming that Diddy coordinated what Cassie alluded to as oddity offs. These upsetting occurrences included employing sex laborers to participate in close demonstrations with Cassie, while he watched and coordinated their activities. She let me know that he would enlist these like sex laborers and like they would have sex with her and he would watch and guide them, and she said that she would have rather not made it happen. And she would discuss like being debilitated and hurling since she would be apprehensive. Pretty much every last bit of it. Red uncovered in the stunning meeting. Red proceeds to unveil that one of these supposed oddity offs happened the evening of Cassie's 29th birthday celebration party. 2015. Red cases that Cassie educated her concerning this sickening experience during their new discussion, adding another layer of embarrassment to the generally disagreeable fight in court. In her open letter to Drifter, Red nitty-gritty an occurrence from that late evening uncovering an upsetting influence dynamic. Diddy purportedly appeared at Cassie's home, where Red was remaining requesting closeness and causing a situation when his advances were repelled, and he resembled profound singing. You are right there, and I just resembled gracious. He's conversing with me. The stunning disclosures go on with Red guaranteeing that Cassie uncovered one more upsetting subtlety. As per Red, Cassie blamed Diddy for giving her a bruised eye in Walk 2016, only days before the debut of her film The Ideal. While Red didn't observe her the supposed actual maltreatment, she stands solidly on the side of her companions. I recall like thoroughly searching in his eyes, and I shared with him, what did you all do, cuz? I could see that she resembled truly quieted. That was whenever I first at any point seen her. These frightening subtleties add another layer of intricacy to the fight in court, portraying claimed misuse and control that It goes past the underlying allegations. Diddy's legitimate group has stayed quiet on these new cases, leaving space for theory and interest. And I recollect as I couldn't say whether you know his what his voice seems as though yet like I felt like I was in a presence of his beast, yet the adventure encompassing Shay Diddy brushes takes one more baffling turn as Tiffany read cases that Diddy not just gotten away from legitimate repercussions with a quick monetary repayment, yet charges that somebody compelling in the business is safeguarding him from confronting any genuine outcomes. Red Wine, a Houston-based lawyer, adds a layer of intricacy to this declaration. She proposes that Diddy might not have even paid with no one else's help. Red Wine makes sense of on the unfortunate Horseman Digital broadcasts that by suing Diddy's partnerships and in Cassie's ability as a representative, it triggers business obligation insurance and another strategy called chiefs and officials. Her lawyers were truly split. Did they didn't sue just Diddy? They sued his company, they sure did. And this opens the likelihood that the payout was arranged by protection transporters as opposed to Diddy himself, since they added those cases the corporate protection transporter got to express per use and say goodness. Damnation. No, we providing her the cash with these claims of an in-the-background safeguard come in the midst of a surprising turn as a video that as of late surfaced highlighting the cross-examination of a previous male sex specialist. Jonathan AEA engaged in sexual relations with Cassie and seen fundamentally. He would instruct me, Cassie, I had like 15 experiences and I heard a ton. Man-made intelligence professes to have taken part in the supposed oddity offs organized by Diddy Ian Saw. Various discussions the tycoon had via telephone simulated intelligence goes significantly further, blaming Diddy for being essential for the Illuminati and guaranteeing that he works for them. Definitely, it's important for what's known as the blueies, a part of the Illumin. Okay. It's the individuals of color computer-based intelligence add a disrupting layer to the all-around thrilling story, recommending a more profound, more cryptic layer to Diddy's individual life. His case of being a sexual worker for Diddy and Cassie during the police cross-examination adjusts Ailey with Cassie's allegations and her claim with Sean. Okay. And he has a place with that plan. That is the reason he is so well known. They land every one of the policies its SATers, which are as the outrage develops, it is not yet clear what these new disclosures will mean for the continuous fight in court. Diddy's disavowal of all charges and his statement that he will battle for my name, my family, and for reality currently face difficulties in the official courtroom, as well as in the court of popular assessment. The music investor's set of experiences with lawful difficulties likewise goes under examination with past claims of viciousness and a progression of claims traversing his very long-term vocation. While certain cases were settled and others came about in cons being vindicated, the collection of legitimate debates brings up issues about his direct over the course of the years as the embarrassment keeps on unfurling. The repercussions are felt in Diddy's own life as well as in his expert undertakings. The aftermath incorporates Kulu dropping a reality series about his family, the Recording Foundation, Ion pondering resenting his solicitation to the Grammys, and Did he briefly moving to one side as executive of Revolt. A lot is on the line, and the music magnate's realm is by all accounts under danger. Amidst this outrage, Tiffany Red has changed her injury into activism, laying out a charitable call. The 100%ers, the association advocates for fair compensation and fair therapy of music makers, and has been effectively engaged with drives tending to sexual savagery in the music business as the fight in court seethes on and general assessment stays partitioned. The subject of equity poses a potential threat. Red communicates her expect Diddy to confront retaliation for the supposed therapy of Cassie and others, whether a fair consequence will be given in the courtroom or in the court of general assessment is yet to be seen. The outrage go on with every disclosure adding new layers of intricacy and interest to the generally tangled account. Diddy's public standing is done, it's done, no doubt. But in the event that he needs view with the court of general assessment reverberations with a chaos of voices, each competing to be heard in the midst of the continuous embarrassment encompassing Sean Diddy brushes. Fans like Red are unflinching in their position, certifying Red is 100% right and right on target. Diddy has the most incredible attorneys available anywhere. It's unsettling, and I trust that he will at long last be considered responsible. The gravity of the allegations has Lighted worries with an intense expectation that responsibility will at last win inside the being. A fan of predominant opinion arises, recommending a defensive safeguard woven by the rich and strong around Diddy. The one fan strikingly predicts the rich and strong are safeguarding Diddy on the grounds that once he goes down, he'll sing like a damn canary. These hunters are going to get uncovered, and I'm hanging around for every last bit of it. The expectation of a possible uncover of other affirmed Anders elevates the interest-making observers, energetic observers, to a retribution very much past due. In the midst of charges of brain control and control fans, analyze the evil detail one notices well, that is genuine brain control.